We don't want our hair in the microphone because it makes like a whoosh, whoosh, whoosh sound, which is no good. Decolonizing your diet for Asians. What do I mean by this? If you are interested in this topic and you want to see more from me, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Have you ever felt like so much of the nutrition information and advice out there is not reflective of the foods that you eat? Salad is so good. In the nutrition space, we're often told that there is a diet that is more superior to other diets. And more often than not, this tends to be the Mediterranean diet. And yes, there's so much information out there, peer-reviewed studies citing the Med diet as the best diet for health. However, if that diet is not reflective of your cultural foods, should you even follow it? Not only does this research exist within the literature, like the scientific literature, but it's also within mainstream magazines, publications that cite it as the best diet for everyone. But that research has a bias. This is where I like to talk about the best foods for people of color, in particular for Asian folks. Now, one thing I want to make clear is I'm not saying that the Mediterranean diet is bad. Obviously, it's not bad, but I don't think it's wise to take that and make that the default and the recommendations for all people of color. There has been research out there that shows when people are told to eat a specific diet or to drastically change their diet to something they're not used to, they're less likely to follow it and they're more likely to fall back to their old habits or eating patterns. But the reality is the best diet for you is probably foods that you're familiar with, foods that you grew up with. And for me, as a registered dietitian, it's all about tweaking those foods and those meals to make them work for you and your life. I've also seen a lot of Chinese doctors recommending the Med diet. And I think it's very easy for myself as an East Asian, as a Chinese person, to adopt that colonialist mindset where we feel like this is the best way to do things. I also had to unlearn a lot of biases that I was taught in nutrition as well. And it was a long journey for me to get here in my practice now. No one's allowed to eat white rice anymore. We are only eating brown rice now. If you grew up eating white rice and steamed fish, that's perfectly fine. What I want to do is find other ways to tweak it to make it so that it works for you. And I think it's important to do it in a way that is inclusive of the population that I serve, which is you. Healthy eating for Asians does include your cultural foods. Subscribe and share this video because there's more to come for you.